break everything in the car.
Don't hit the bike. I'm not driving beginner. I've been driving decades. What are you doing to me?
Oh, we survived that. Now let's get our coffee. Don't forget to subscribe, Kayak7seas. Hi all, welcome back to my channel and our kayaking adventures. On May 30th, we drove back to Tennessee in search of Fancher Falls, another waterfall which was in the opposite direction from Burgess Falls, which we had visited the week prior. Since it was Memorial Day weekend, the launch area is quite busy with other kayakers paddling toward Burgess Falls. However, there appeared to be no one paddling toward Fancher Falls. We launched from Cane Hollow boat ramp. Kayaking to Burgess Falls would have only been a 2-mile paddle, but since we were there last weekend, we planned to paddle the 4 miles it took to get to Fancher Falls. Fancher Falls is located on Center Hill Lake and is only accessible by boat, jet ski, or kayak. This waterfall is also sometimes referred to as Taylor Creek Falls. Taylor Creek flows over a small ledge, creating an 80-foot waterfall that cascades into the pool below. As we paddled toward Fancher Falls, there were many boats coming toward us, all presumably heading towards Burgess Falls. If you haven't seen my video on Burgess Falls, check it out, and you'll see why it's so popular. But for now, let's continue on our adventure toward Fancher Falls. As we got closer to the falls, we saw some fellow kayakers. They were returning from enjoying the falls. How you doing?
Pretty good. Oh, beautiful. No one's there. So
Yeah, that's why we decided to go to this one instead of the other one.
yeah.
You can now hear the falls in the distance. And a few paddle strokes later, you can start to see the base of the falls just past the trees. After a bit of rest, and just taking in the sights of the falls and the surroundings, Miss Kayak7seas wanted to get as close as she could to the falls. The water was quite cold, but that didn't stop her from exploring and finding an area behind the falls to get some great shots. After we were done relaxing and playing, it was time to head back toward the Hallow boat ramp. We had a 4-mile paddle ahead of us to finish out our day. As we started to leave the area, many boaters and anglers started to show up. It was nice to have the falls all to ourselves for a short period of time. I'm sure even with the boaters now arriving, this spot was far less crowded than Burgess Falls. The falls made the 4-mile paddle well worth the effort, and if you want to check out the waterfall and avoid a crowd, well, this is the perfect place for you. You cannot access the waterfall from above since it is located on private property, which is a shame because I hear there is an upper falls that you can't see from below. The kayak trip back was a bit rough. We had strong headwinds pushing against us and a few boats leaving their wake behind as they rushed on toward Burgess Falls. But I'd say that seeing Fancher Falls made the trip well worth the effort. The cascading 80-foot waterfall was spectacular. Cane Creek boat ramp was just as busy as it was when we left. There were people putting in, taking out, and just having a good old grand old time on the shoreline. If you are a paddler and you enjoy waterfalls, I'd definitely add Fancher Falls to your bucket list. If you've been to Fancher Falls, let us know what you thought of it in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our adventure paddling to Fancher Falls. Be sure to click on that like button for us. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. You can also follow Kayak7seas on Facebook and Instagram. Until the next time, I hope to see you out on the water someday.